Look at my Sunday best. Fresh out of nap. Now that was a couple hours ago. Oh, my goodness sakes. Teeth are brushed. I've had a shower. Just didn't do this. I did my red light therapy. Ooh. Made a big old pot roast for dinner. Do. Yorkie Mom, hi, sweetheart. Did you watch me build that pathetic couch? Unbelievable. Hi, Tanya. Man, this is so hard. Oh, thank you. The only video I did was that stupid couch today. Hi, 70s fan. Hi, LD. Hi, Life's a Beach. How's that couch? It's done. I did the video this morning. It's so hard with tiny little things. Hey, Laurel. Hi, Belinda. Look at my Sunday best. Give me a thumbs up for this shit. Hi, Aaron Louise. Got an email saying my face cream's supposed to be here on the 19th. We shall see. Poor thing. 6 weeks? Wow. I would have no patience to do it. Hi, Jan. Sherry, you know, I don't know. It keeps my brain, like, occupied. You think I did it quickly? It was an hour. Oh, my hands do drop a lot of shit. And then I get so mad when I get the glue on there, and then I go to place it, and then that piece of stringy glue snatches it out of my hands when I go to put the glue gun down. Oh my God. No, I didn't do a beautiful job. There's lots of flaws on that couch, but who cares? I do put a lot into this. It's hard work. You know what's gonna be really hard? The cafe. It is probably 2 times harder than the house was. Listen, I'm busy for the whole winter now. I got this wrapped up for a whole winter. Get that house or that cafe, it's gonna take way longer. Hey, question. If those kids went missing back in Bakersfield, why did the parents decide to report them missing when they did? I don't know. I still haven't watched 10 to Life. That whole video with all her, you know, she interviewed people and stuff. One person said that they only had 4 kids, and they supposedly have 6. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to get real deep into that case because we got to get through to Wednesday. And we're either going to have nothing to talk about after Wednesday or, whoa, life's going to get insane. I feel like, because they're literally stating that Trump, because everybody's like, where's Trump? Why is he not saying anything? Right? We're all asking that. Well, the Dems are saying, oh, he is angry, so he's isolating himself. I don't think so. I think Trump, who went through all that crap for 2 years, is not going to isolate himself now. I feel like after watching Lou Dobbs that things are getting leaked, things are coming to fruition. Because remember, even after Trump was inaugurated, they continued to fight that outcome of that election in 2016. So I don't think we're done. It doesn't matter if he gets inaugurated or not. I don't think we're done. It would be nice if all of this stuff comes out, because they said, why didn't this stuff come out like in the first 2 years of his presidency? And I'm like, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. And he's always business smart, and he has good friends and good... You're pretty sure we're not done, Yorkie Mom? Yeah, after the Lou Dobbs things, I'm like, okay, well, things are starting to leak. And trust me, Because you're saying, well, how could we even know all this stuff or even think all this stuff? And the Democrats would have no clue. Oh, they have a clue. That's why they're acting crazy. I told you, when people are backed against a wall or put in a cage, they will act like animals. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it. I mean, have you ever in the history of this country been told to shut up and you're not allowed to say anything and we're going to kick you off social media if you do? Have we ever seen that? No. Exactly. So now things are leaking out. And I think it's going to be a big, hoping he ain't done. Well, yeah, if he says anything, then it will be the reason they're all acting like this. That's why he's being quiet. He's letting them expose themselves. I know, how much can one man take? I'm going to tell you, I think emotional people, like, how much can a general take? Like, you have to think about this frame of mind. I mean, they go to war, they stay on task, they lose soldiers, they're emotionally cannot be attached because they have to continue on with their job. He's kind of like that. Hi, Janetta. He's kind of like that. I mean, he is like that. He's kind of like a general. And even one of his advisors said he's the most masculine president we've ever had. Of course, they're chewing his ass for saying that. They're saying the word masculine is not accepted in this country anymore. Why? Because all the men are metrosexuals getting pedicures and shit? I believe the men in Texas would have a problem with that. Oh, yeah, they have attacked him since day one because they never accepted the election. But we have to, right? We're supposed to accept this or they're going to shut you up. Isn't that a little nutty? Woo! Acting like animals, are we? Wow, I always tend to believe that we live freely, but I'm beginning to see the control. And everyone else is too. Everybody's like, well, that ain't even cool. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. That ain't cool. Facebook, Twitter, they're all in on this. And that's why I got rid of my Facebook. And I got to be honest, I don't even miss it. I don't miss it. I know a lot of you out there that say you're patriots. You shouldn't condone. You should hurt them. You should hit them where it hurts, in their pocketbooks. I know Twitter's hurting. Twitter's hurting. People left Twitter so fast, and it's hurting them. I'm not going to explain everything Lou Dobbs said. You're going to have to go watch it. It's on YouTube, Fox News. Look at the Lou Dobbs. It was from Friday. Just go watch it. I am not going to repeat all that. It was so much. They're being exposed. They're being exposed for their lies and all kinds of shit they did. And it's coming out. It will all be released to the public this week. And that's what I think is part of the plan. I think tomorrow it is going to go crazy. And you'll be shocked that the mainstream media will not even touch it. Trust that. The New York Post will. Even the New York Post got suspended from Twitter after they released the Hunter Biden story. Yep. There are a lot of people running this country, and it ain't us. It isn't we the people. Brooklyn now. I know, Curtis. I know. YouTube has been pretty kind, though. They've been pretty kind, letting people, as long as you don't, as long as you're not racist or incite anything, you're allowed to talk on here on YouTube. They're not banning people. They even allowed the Lou Dobbs news report to come out, where Facebook and Twitter are choosing what's allowed out and what's not. Like I said, they can. We even have other countries on Twitter and Facebook saying things, and they allow it. I'm still on the fence about the whole Pence thing. Yeah, exactly, Janetta. He knows how to fight back like they've never seen before. Exactly. Terry, why would Turncoat Pence go along with the corruption? I'm still on the fence about Pence. He could be putting on a show, making it seem like, everything's cool, blah, blah, blah. But he could be an ally of Trump's or like part of the show, or he's a turncoat. It's A or B. We'll find out in the end. This is the best mystery ever, and it affects the entire country. But can you believe they spent 2 years knowing it was all a lie? You watch Lou Dobbs, and it's all coming out. And that, my friends, is called what? Treason. You think he's a turncoat? I know, I'm on the fence with that one. I really am. That's what I said, Jan. He's either a part of the plan or he's a turncoat. Just to get the info out right. Yeah, like I said, yeah. I'm on the fence with him. He's either a very good actor or he's a turncoat because he's got his own political agenda in the future. And he'll be ousted. But if, let's do hypothetically, let's do, if the script was right, if the script goes this way, let's say everyone involved gets arrested. Pence has no fear. Pence won't be ousted. See, they're letting him speak to the American people. They're not letting the President of the United States. The sitting President of the United States has been silenced from the American people. That is against the Constitution. And that, you can sign an insurrection act. That's what's crazy. If you have been denied judicial processes as a president, like you file a lawsuit and you've been denied judicial process, he filed lawsuits. They were thrown out. He was never given judicial process. And maybe those people on the Supreme Court are a part of all of this. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they were said, go ahead and throw it out. I mean, well, the states, you know what I mean? The states, they're in deep trouble because you can't do that. You have to investigate and hear a case. We watched it for 2 years. When they accused him and Russia colluding, they got their due process. Jack, see, he's having a hard time tonight. I got you, honeys. I think his little trachea is tight tonight. You want me to take you out in the cold so you can breathe in some cold air? Like when you have croup? Pay attention for suicide this week. What? Jesus, Yorkie Mom, that's a little dark. I ain't reading that out loud. I don't think he is a turncoat because Trump is the kind of guy to tell him to step aside before they get Pence and his family, and maybe he can help him down the road. I don't know. We'll find out on Wednesday. We'll find out on Wednesday or even after Wednesday. I said the easiest way to take a bunch of people down at once is when they're all together. And that's why I kept saying Wednesday could be the day. Yorkie Mom, Southern Florida had either a sonic boom or earthquake this weekend. They don't know what it was. Wow. So that's part of the thing, too. And what's the purpose of that, Yorkie Mom? Of the sonic booms and the false things. My allergies were off the charts, too. I even took a nap today, man. Like, you know how you get that scratchy eye feeling and all that? Oh, yeah. I was just plagued with it today. I said, that's it. I'm taking a nap. Even this morning, building the couch, I'm going to blame it on that. I couldn't see good. My eyes were scratchy and itchy. Omar said he heard it. Oh, wow. Yeah, nothing's going to surprise me. I told you I won't be surprised if I wake up with my head stapled to the carpet this week. It's going to be some epic shit coming. They're already leaking. So people kind of are aware that all this information's coming out this week. So it's almost like it is building up to the finale. So Gretchen's going to be Secretary of State for Biden? No, she's going to be VP of the Democratic National Committee. That's all I seen. She doesn't even have this. She don't even have the skills to be Secretary of State. You got to have some kind of international intelligence. Hillary failed at that too. Whitmer, our governor. Butterbean head. Gretchen Wilson. Our governor. Michigan governor. It's all nuts, and it's going to all happen. I'm just going to wait for the day. And oh, Grammy had you stuck up on spirits, huh? Prime ministers are walking away and stepping it down. I've seen CEOs stepping down. The CEO of Overstock, yeah, he stepped down. We're going to see a lot of CEOs stepping down because their hands are dirty. I was hoping her impeachment went through. They're trying to recall Whitmer. We have till March. I don't know how many signatures we have yet. I closed out my Facebook, so I'll just be surprised. I know she doesn't really care. She wanted to get on his cabinet. Didn't happen. Sorry. But he's putting a lot of Obama, putting a lot of his old cabinet together. He's like, there's things they didn't get done, I told you. And Trump interrupted it. He threw a wrench in their gears. I seen Biden's gonna re-sign the Iran deal. He's gonna try to undo everything Trump did in 100 days. So in 100 days, he wants 100 million vaccines. Can you imagine if Trump would have said that? They would have said it's not possible. Fauci's like, we can do it. Oh, thank you. My house is cute. Hi, Shady Booty. You get those dishes done. But the lieutenant governor here in Michigan, I hear, is even worse than Whitmer. Yes. 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 So did you see Tom Brady and Drew Brees are matching up in the final game of the championship? We're going to talk football a second. So remember, Tom Brady used to be the quarterback for the Saints, right? How many times did he take them to the Super Bowl and win? Now he's playing over there on the Buccaneers, and he's taking them to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you what, that man is gold. Are you sure he's not a robot? How can you be that good? Breeze is good too. But you see what I'm saying? How can he be that good? It don't matter what team he's on. Why don't we hire him for the Lions, Curtis? We need Tom Brady. These poor Lions. Poor little Jaxie. See, listen, let me tell you something about little dogs and their tracheas. I don't put any mist into the air of oils. I don't like candles. Because they're breathing in everything. You love him. But sometimes he puts on a show for Nana because he likes to be babied. So, but their tracheas will tighten up on them, and they can go through like these little asthmatic spells. But he's going through this like spell. He's been doing it for about a half hour. So I think if I take him out in the cold, it will open it up. Right, Yorkie Mom? Hi, happy-go-lucky. He don't want to come to the Lions. Hey, Lions pay well. If we could get, listen, all about paycheck for him. Wouldn't you want, listen, and the ego. Think about it, Curtis. What an ego. If he took the Lions to the Super Bowl and won, I mean, he could walk on water. This little baby. You have to, what? MFW's doing a special live tonight, a Q&A, but you have to send her money to ask any questions. Hey, what a marketing technique, because you know how many people will. You know how many people will. I would have a hell of a question for her. My thing is, would she tell me the truth? Would she tell me the truth? You know, I'm really good at putting clues together, right? I'm really good at putting clues together. Don't take this wrong, MFW, but I think you're seeing Steven again. Want to know why I think that? First of all, him and his fiance broke up. Second of all, you've been playing that song in your truck. The one that I loved that was about you and Steven. Huh? And then you were going to say something the other day, and you said, never mind. I mean, this person's just a friend. I think you are back with the man you love. I know you love him. I liked him. Dylan, Steven. That's his name now. She sings Steven. She is wearing that leather again. Oh, no, I think he's in love with her. I'm sorry, because he kept talking about her remember the fiance was like, he's obsessed with you. Here, you want to talk to her so bad, just talk to her. Remember that? And Doug walked out on her. He's supposed to be her friend. Doug, you knew you were in the friend zone, and you wanted more, and that ain't cool. You don't leave your friend. I know they're not talking. Broke her heart. He's supposed to be her friend. He was a fair-weathered friend. Shady booty. Well, he's a good friend. He's a caring friend. The EBS emergency broadcaster. I know. Yorkie Mom is so deep in this rabbit hole. She's so deep into it. Hey, honey. What? Will you let him go outside to open up his airway? His trachea is like, that happens with little dogs.
Just go outside.
Go outside with Pop-Pops. Tiggs runs with the blanket. Me too. What? It's kind of like when a kid has croup. You put him in steam, then you put him out in the cold, and it'll open up your airways. He doesn't need the steam because he's a dog. But when he goes out and breathes that freezing cold air, it'll help him. He's a great friend, but he know what to say to make a woman go, aw. Yeah, that's true. Who eats ribs? Where did that come from? Curtis? Ribs? I don't eat ribs. It's too cannibalistic for me. I don't think he's a good friend at all, but she doesn't have anyone else she has known that long. And she misses Detroit. Yeah. She's just a smart ass to Deezy. If Deezy, listen, let's talk about it. Hey, we're going to talk about your whole situation. Katie, you put it all out there anyway, so why not? And and I'm not even going to be mean about this, but Savage Live literally went after her for the Wendy stuff, and it was kind of funny because it is the drama community. You got to have constant drama, and it has to make you laugh, or it's just stupid, truthfully. It's just whining. If it don't make you laugh, it's whining. So Savage went on there and showed a picture of Katie's kitchen, and Katie's one of those people that just has stuff everywhere. My grandma was that way. Used to drive me crazy. And if I tried to organize her, it would lasted a day or two. But anyway, after I seen that, I went in and bleached my whole kitchen and threw out shit because it gave me anxiety. Savage is funny. She is funny. She's looking good, man. Whoa. She is looking good. Dang. She's doing that keto thing. Or whatever it is. That keto pow. Instead of like the keto. You drink this stuff. Because keto makes you plateau for too long. I haven't had ribs in a minute. Go make some. There's a pretty good recipes out there. But the best ones are the ones you slow cook the longest at the lowest temperature in the oven. And it's hours and hours. But that's the best way to cook ribs. Slowly. If you want them to be perfect. I don't eat them because it's too cannibalistic. To watch somebody eat off the ribs of something, I just can't. Yeah, do them in the slow cooker. Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about this. DZ needs to man up. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes people want to banter. And you can take it as cruel, but it's humor. Like, she's one of those friends that, it's like, oh, like the sister. Like your little sister or your big sister. And somebody sends you something. And then the sister wants them. And you get tired of it. You're like, you know what? Every time I get something, just be happy for me. Don't be saying, I want those. I need those. Like, it will get on your nerves. So, I get it. It's humorous. My husband and I'm always like giving him the shit. But he knows my humor. He knows it's not real. But people that have feelsies, they will take it as cruel. She's so mean. No, she's funny. There's Yorkie Rob still in the rabbit hole. I know, but I can't say any of that out loud, so just read it in the chat. If I had any Curtis, I would invite you over. I usually make too much. They're Heckle and Jekyll. Right, and it's good content, and they know it. That's why they're all sitting there lurking. I love the ones that say, I didn't watch it, but I got some clips. Oh, bullshit, you sat there with a bag of popcorn just like I do. Waiting for that thing. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Boil them and then grill them. Boil them? I don't know because I don't eat them. It's okay, Yorkie Mom. Spell check's not your friend. Spell check's not your friend. Hi, Snickers. Yeah, we're just talking about everything tonight because you know what? It's Sunday. Everything's on the table. DZ's dessert. That was so funny. She's like, that looks terrible. I swear, I'm like, is she stoned? Is DZ stoned? Like, she didn't even make a double batch if you're going to layer it. And those pans were good. Like, good size. Like, you got to figure that shit out. Like, when I made 2 big foil pans of baked ziti at the mansion, yeah, 2 boxes of ziti noodles. I did a huge container of spaghetti sauce, which I could have made my own from scratch, but that's a whole thing in itself. Because you got to go in there and hit it with the stick blender. Oh my God, it's a whole thing. You can make pizza sauce yourself, which is way better than any of that jarred shit. But anyway, and I bought 2 big packages of mozzarella cheese. Like, everything was doubled. If you're going to make 2 pans of something, you got to double everything. That's the real reason she moved them next door, to give them all her leftovers instead of garbage. Well, I think she moved them in there, but I think it's backfiring because it's comforting as, you know, this is the way I saw it. She moved away from familiarity, right? She moved away from familiarity, and it was like a good idea at the time to have her family next to her so she felt at home or comfortable. But now I think she's regretting that decision. Not because she don't want to be near her dad. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's too close. Like, you know what I mean? But it was great that the landlord helped them out because they had to leave their home. And now they're not on the dangerous side of Indianapolis, and she feels safer with them there. But as far as, yeah, everything you do in your backyard, oh God, no. No, 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 no. And like, when you're coming and going, they're watching you. That's just too close for comfort for me. It probably seemed like a good idea. Maybe in your 20s that would have been a good idea, but when you're like 33, 34, you don't want anybody that close. Especially family. Hiccups. But I laugh because so many people get so emotionally involved in her life. Like, what do we care? What do we care? Oh my God. Do you know how many people have friended her parents so they can get like information out of them? I'm sure some friended them because they think that some people want to get close to people on YouTube. That's so weird. Like they're friending their parents and their sister and their friends. Like, I need more. I need more. I need more. That is some creepy shit. And look at all the shit. Shady Booty, I don't think you're a troll to her. You guys are the same age, and you're sassy, and I don't think she knew how to take you. I know how to take you. I think you're a trip. But you might have just caught her on a bad day. I don't know. Or the mods. Maybe the mods were talking behind your back because they felt like you were, I don't know, too close. I don't know. You never know. Mods can, on channels like that, mods get very protective and they get really, I don't know. I don't even know the word. Yeah, bad year, bad decade. That was for sure. She was going through it. She even threw tomatoes at me. She did. It's okay, though. I don't get emotional about it. I don't care. I mean, she's a complete stranger. Keep it in perspective, people. Yeah, back then her mods were very protective. Yeah, 2020 it was a sucky year anyway. So it was good to have her parents next to her. You got blacked for defending me? Epic! Now, let's talk about Lori Beth. She's a trip. Anyway, so last night she went live, and man, were they attacking her. But if you know Lori well enough, when she's screaming and yelling at him, that's part of the show. That's what gets the views. And trust me, the trolls will come in there deep, but they're views. She ain't worried about it. She likes sparring with them. You don't know Lori Beth? Go watch Lori Beth 428. Oh my God, she's a trip. They are always on her about her elderly chihuahua. But Bella can't hear. So they're like, you're so mean. That's dog abuse. You're always screaming at that dog. The dog can't hear and can barely see. She has to yell, Bella, find your bed. Bella, find your bed. Because the dog wanders around into walls. Her mom wanted her to put Bella to sleep. And I know that day's coming but I understand what she's saying. Like, it's hard, but she's not ready to let her go. She's had her since she was 6 weeks old. And yeah, she has to yell at the dog because it can't hear. She has to tap on the floor too to get it to like follow the vibration. I know people that have had dogs that are pretty much blind and deaf, and you have to bang on the floor so they can follow where you're at. It's all kinds of shit. You have to yell at your dog too. Yeah, it's not abuse. God dang. And then she has to pick her up and put her on her bed. But she runs into walls. I know, it's probably time. But everybody lets go. I mean, the dog's not in pain. You know what I'm saying? It's not in pain. It's just elderly. Like, let's say your dad can't hear and can barely see. I mean, you going to put him out of his misery? He's not in misery. He's just losing functions. Then they lose the bladder. I had a friend that she had to put a diaper on her dog. I mean, she would not put that dog to sleep until it literally wouldn't even get up and eat anymore. A dog lets you know. Some dogs wander off to die alone. I've seen that before. But why are we going to play God? She sure has guts stripping down on video. That was epic. That's because she has no shame. She goes, I'd wear this at the beach. She had on one of them tank top, sports tank top tight things. Yeah. So she stripped down to try on a shirt, but it was just a tank top thing. She loves to get them to go. I'll tell you what, though. There's 2 bracelets she made that I want. Yeah, she's her own person. She keeps you entertained. I mean, she really does. They click in and they never leave. So, but there's a gossip bakery full of women that hate her. And they infiltrate her life, and she don't care. And they try to put her address in the chat all the time, and whatever. I'm like, well, maybe people will send you gifts. How about that? Those bracelets are so pretty. Oh my God, there's 2 of them I want so bad. I'm going to check out her Etsy store because I really like them. I could not copy that. There's no way. You got a new emoji. And then that emoji is for 6 months. Then there'll be a 6-month emoji. Oh, no, those are the 6-month, right? And then the year emoji. Yeah. You got to wait 6 more months to get a new emoji. That's so weird. I follow her, but haven't watched her. She goes live when other people I watch goes live. Oh. At least she leaves them up. She doesn't dirty delete anything. That's cool. And then the people keep asking her about her 2 lizards. She won't show them. She goes, no. I want you to think that I gave them away. Why should I show them? One's hibernating and the other one isn't interesting enough. And I was laughing. Because I'm like, so what? The lizard, trust me, we had a bearded dragon. It's a lot of work for no interaction. Trust that. It's a lot of work for no interaction. You got to be a reptile person. And they just stay in cages. And then you throw live crickets and shit in there, and that's it. They have to bask in their heat lamps, and then they have to cool down, and then it's a whole thing, but it's boring. So you get them, and you decide, maybe, yeah, this is kind of boring. I'll sell it to someone who loves reptiles. Big deal. But they just crucify her. They just crucify her. She goes, I'm not even going to show you whether I have them or not. That makes me laugh. Where are you going, Yorkie Mom? Quit dipping out. Research. She's still researching. She's waiting for the big moment. The big RW. She thinks it's going to happen, man. I hope it does. We need it. If not, we're doomed. We're doomed. Hi, Life's the Beach. You're back. Hi, Pat. We're doomed. They're going to undo everything. They're showing, oh my God, I can't. It'd be so bad. Oh, that's sad. They know you're diabetic and they still order Italian food at my mother-in-law's, stopping for my own salad. Good for you. Your neighbor's driving you crazy, and then you let them go in the Florida Everglades. Right. Hi, Deb. It would be so disappointing if it didn't fall into place. It has to. There's too many things lining up. I mean, it may not be on Wednesday, but it's coming. I believe he has more allies than people know. Well, we know he's got 75 million Americans, but I think he's got more allies in bigger places that truly, truly love the freedom of this country. And they don't want it run by corporate America. I think it's time we undo what FDR did. Granddaughter just got a snake and she's excited about it. Jesus. Did you ever email me, Catherine? Because I looked and I never saw it. I took pictures of Tiggs and Jacks for you. I mean, if you don't want to do it, I don't care. I'm just saying. I never got an email. If you did email me at nomadnesslife@yahoo.com. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. I was actually looking for small scale TVs on Amazon, the 1:24 ratio. They're all 1:12. But I might get one of the 1:12s and figure it out. I still might get it. I do think so too, Pat. There are a lot of players. The only ones against it are the ones that have dirty hands. Tom Hanks. Never would have guessed. No. 1 to 12 is bigger than my house. 1 to 24. It's 1 inch per 12 feet scale. And mine's 1 inch per 24. Mine's double small. Get one and cut it in half. Well, when I looked at the measurements, it was 4 by 2. And that's what I wanted. Remember? I wanted a big screen in that living room. And they're like 4.1 by 2.2. I think I'll be okay. Exactly. It'll be a big screen. Exactly. And I'm going to mount it on the wall so it comes out. I think it'll be so cool. I think I'm going to mount it with some really cool something. You know what I'm saying? So it'll look really cool. But you got to have a TV in there. Come on now. I wanted to, and I was looking at little chairs, like with the ottoman, but I have to build them. No, I am not building that chair. I know you say they're not hard to make, but they are. And where am I going to get a picture of a TV program? I don't have a printer. My library's closed. Where am I going to get a picture? I'll keep working on this. I might send my husband a picture and then have him print it off at work. Are you going to make a small Trump flag? No, because I'm not like that kind of Trump supporter. I'm not extreme, okay? I liked what he was doing. I wanted it to keep going. I wanted to drain the swamp. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted it to be we the people again, like it used to be. I've lived through many elections, and I've seen the freedom, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the 10% tax. I enjoyed it. Now we're going to see gas prices go through the roof again. He had gas down to $2. Hasn't been like that in years. Well, at least how many? 10? I'm holding out for hope, too. Oh, of course, Pat. This is as old as time. It's as old as those people that are sitting in office for too long. And that's the other thing we need. We need a republical, I'm trying to get the word out. A republic state of America. Because this corporate states of America doesn't work for me. They are controlling us. And that's what happens. When people get powerful, they want it all for themselves. To the point where they will literally use you as worker bees to get to their goals. And you lose your voice. You lose your place. You're devalued. We already know corporate America is devaluing. There's no, hey, you work for us for 20, 30 years and we'll make sure you're set with a great retirement for all the work you've done. You don't get that anymore. You don't even get bonuses. You get these bullshit 1% cost of living raise. I'll do that math. That's such bullshit. I can't even. Oh my God. What does that come out to? 20 bucks more a week? Oh my God, these people. And this is what these young kids want? Well, thank you, Life's a Beach. I'll get this figured out for the TV. And they went to ask T and family if he would help them. Who? Oh, they cashed his check, didn't they? They got no problem cashing that $1,200 stimulus check, did they? No, not at all. And then remember Biden? I want to give the American people $2,000 a month to live on. He's going to put out a measly $1,400 stimulus. Did you see how much money's going to these states that can't budget their money? Did you see how much money? He ain't helping the American people. He is helping his governors. See? Told you. These people thinking that he's going to do stuff for them. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, gender studies on Pakistan, yeah. That was the last stimulus. This new one he's talking about doing is just same crap. They're all padded. Just padded and padded and padded. And you get, here's a crumb. $1,400. That's literally somebody's mortgage payment and utilities. 1 month for a year, and he's mandating mask wearing. You can't. There are people with medical conditions. You can't be that way. You know, in Georgia, they don't even make you wear a mask. Or Florida. You don't have to wear a mask there. He wants to mandate it in those states. You can't do that. You're federal. Federal and state are separate. You can't do that. See? Here we go. Watch the control. Cuomo he put in for a bill January 6th that if he deems you a health risk to New York, you will be held. What? The federal can't mandate mask wearing. No, they can't. No, they can't. He doesn't have that power. States are in control of their own states. The only thing the president, he can veto stuff, but he can't put in an order for 50 states. Now, his little cronies think they can. Ocasio and the gang. And Bernie. And Pelosi. It's all an insult. We're tired of being insulted and treated like they're superior. What makes you superior? Your bank account? Because the last time I checked, we all have intelligence. We all have a brain. We all have the ability to look out for ourselves. We all have the right, freedom of speech, say whatever the hell we want. We have these rights. They're written out. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what makes you superior? You know what's best for us? Holy hell, my parents don't even know what's best for me. You cannot make it a law to wear a mask, Curtis. It would have, that's an order. It's an order by a state. There's no way you can make that a law. We would have to make it a law for life. Quit trying to stir the pot, Curtis. You always do. They are demonstrating the highest form of stupidity, expecting that their orders will be followed. They're really trying to control us. I mean, that is what it all boils down to. This is tyranny. This is tyranny. Remember, you cannot let your government get too big. And if they're getting kickbacks from corporations to do what they want us to do, it's all money. Follow the money. Yeah, here's a crumb and shut up. If you want a socialist country, they want a democratic socialist country. You know what that means? There are no two parties. That's what socialism will be, the Democratic Party. And it seems the socialist side of the Democratic Party, I told you this a long time ago. This is what's happening. We're going to have Democrats and Republicans, and then we're going to have radical socialistic Democrats. This is not your old Democratic Party. This is a new. These two will disappear. This is all that will stand. And you're not far from China when it comes to communistic after that. Once you have the people in line and they'll be punished and shut up and removed from society and treated like people that are not obeying, boom, back to Hitler days. Stand in line, do what you're told, or we're going to have to take you out. And that's down the road, but if you allow this, you're saying okay to this eventually because you're changing the mind of American people. And you're starting with the younger generation so that hopefully I'm dead and gone by then. Yeah, I know what they do in China. Their citizens are punished. They can't have a voice. They just got to do what they're told. And it's really sad what they do. They limit the amount of children you're allowed to have, which to me sounds kind of like the climate change issue. Too many people on this earth cause the earth's atmosphere to react, breath, all kinds of shit. Cars, and then the electric cars. Oh, yeah. Okay, life's a beach. But you don't have to wear them in the bars. I seen people partying and karaokeing, I don't know, 100 strong in the bars with no masks on. So stores, yeah. Probably corporate-owned stores. But these tiki bars and beach bars, and no, they're not wearing masks. And I know that because I have family members down there. Money is the root to, the love of money is the root to all evil. The greedier you are, the more you're willing to do for more money. I couldn't imagine that. Listen, I bought a Powerball ticket last night. Lost, but didn't, I said, hey, gave it a shot. You know what I mean? I don't get crazy about money. It's paper, for fuck's sake. It's printed paper. And they've given it so much power, which, by the way, it's going to devalue quickly. They give it so much power and money and credit scores. And you are taught, if you don't have a good credit score and you don't have money, you're a loser. That's what you're taught. No, you're not. You're a creative person. You're a good person. You're just trying to find your way. You made mistakes in life. Big deal. Undo the mistakes. Go down a new path. But people are taught to feel bad about themselves. You want to know why? Because they can't get anything out of you. See what I'm saying? They can't control you. Or they can't give you loans and charge you ridiculous interest. That's why they call you a loser. Actually, you're a winner. Because you aren't part of the game. You can make cash. Save it all you want. Who wants to be neck deep in credit? Because that makes you look good? You're better than everyone? No, you're not. That just means you're in debt. Whether you can pay it off or not doesn't matter. You bought into corporate America. There you go, Deb. I'm a winner too because I don't have any debt. I don't have credit cards. I don't have loans. I'm not in debt to anyone. What? Get a credit card so I can go shop in your store? Wow, now you have all my information. Now you can bombard me with bullshit. I just walk in there with cash, buy what I want, and nobody follows me home through a computer system. How about that? You just bought into the rhetoric. You don't have debt either? Good for you, Lisa Z. I live in a camper or trailer the rest of my life to not be in debt. Where's it matter? Home is home. Home is home. Doesn't matter where it's at. But I'll tell you what, if you ain't paying a mortgage and you don't owe debt on it, you're winning. And then people make fun of, people put down people renting. Well, you don't even own a home, you're renting. Guess what, bitch? If my neighborhood goes to shit, I don't have to try and sell my house and lose money or sit and wait it out. I'm like, peace. I've done all that in my lifetime, never to do it again. Doesn't make you a better or worse person. It makes you more free. Same thing with an RV. Buy a fifth wheel. You don't like your park? Put it somewhere else. Meet new people. You're winning. Yes, Tina B, I heard about the Honduras people. That's all a show. Johnny goes, where are they going to put all these people? I go, West Coast. West Coast. Not our problem. Don't care. They don't want to vet them. They want more crazy in this country. Cool. Cool. Whatever. Don't care. They're putting on a show. Yep, California. Enough people moved out. Yeah, cool. That should be a West Coast thing. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for people that live in countries like that. But guess what? You're about to move into one that's turning into that. So what? Why waste your time? I would rather rent when something breaks, the landlord takes care of it. Amen. Roof needs replacing. Hey, you might want to replace this roof. Thanks. Who gives a shit? In 30 years, it takes you to own a home. Oh my God. In 30 years, I've moved to 20 different places because that's fun. I could never be a slave to my house or a mortgage again. I hated that more than anything. Talk about confining. Trapped. I'd rather live in a million different places. I've done all that. Kids are raised. It is time to fly like a bird. Treehouse, right on. You're winning. Don't ever feel bad about yourself. Those are choices you make. And if you make bad choices and they put you in that situation, you're still winning. You know why? Because nobody's bothering you. And nobody's like, they'll look at your credit score and go, yeah, we ain't going to send you shit. Cool. Winning. I love it. And my daughter, she had fallen into the Victoria's Secrets and Kohl's card and, and then the credit cards, the MasterCards. I go, I'd be careful if I were you, because if you get into a situation you can't pay those, ooh, is it going to hurt? Well, she did get in that situation when she moved in with a roommate that kept not paying her part of the rent, and my daughter was stressing out. And I go, I tried to tell you, but you learn on your own. So she finally got out of all that debt last year. And now her credit score is where it needs to be. And I go, hey, you going to get yourself some credit cards again? She goes, hell no. You learn. They suck you in. I mean, come on, seriously. Who, if you don't have the money to go buy it, don't buy it. So there you go. I had a card for everything when the boys were teenagers. Ugh, huge mistake. Same here. Oh my God. Of course, back then I had a Sears. I had a JCPenney. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had a Home Depot. Oh my God. That was brutal. And paying that shit off. I mean, it was like a chokehold. And I will never, ever. I throw them right in the garbage as soon as they come in the mail. In the garbage. I even cut them up. I cut them up with scissors. Oh yeah, American Eagle. Anything to clothe your kids. Because you're already hurting paycheck to paycheck. And that's the worst thing. You go get credit cards because you can't afford it with cash. That right there's your red flag. If you got to put it on plastic, you're not going to be able to even afford to pay it off. Yep, unless you do that. You have one that you use for online shopping, but even that, I would buy a prepaid Visa. Prepaid for online shopping. So your checking account doesn't get hacked. Prepaid, you can pick them up anywhere. Banks, Walgreens, Rite Aid. Put the money on them. Do your shopping. And you can keep loading it up if you want to, but if not, throw in the garbage when you're done. I have one card in case of emergency. They said they were going to cancel it. I bought a Snickers and paid it off. You use your ATM? Yeah, use a prepaid Visa. That way, you don't order too much online either that you can't afford. You know how much is on the prepaid Visa. There's ways to do things. And you're winning. You're not sucked into corporate America, which makes them richer, by the way. That interest makes them rich. Cash makes you rich. And that's the truth, and I'm sticking to it. You learn these lessons in life. You learn. You never bite off more than you can chew. Always have at least 3 months of rent and utilities in your money market. which is like a savings account. Always have 3 months worth. Because you never know what can happen. But at least you got 3 months to figure it out, don't you? I gotta go pee. Hold on. Hi, baby. And don't forget, tomorrow, Martin Luther King Day. So pay your respects and remember that nothing will be open. Well, state, government, nothing will be open. No post office, no anything. Banks, schools, pay your respects. Yep, no mail. So just keep that in mind. If you're expecting anything in the mail tomorrow, yep, no bills in the mail. I don't get any in the mail. It's so wonderful. I remember I used to be afraid to go to the mailbox. I don't get any bills in the mail. Nothing. Nope. I do everything online and I have auto bill pay. Even in my bank, I can set it all up through my bank and just hit pay these bills. You're welcome. There's your reminder. So what else, guys? Yeah, Katie. So 7 o'clock, huh? Is that already started? Or is she not doing it? She changed her mind. I was gonna ask her $10. For $10, I was gonna ask her, are you dating Steven again? Are you seeing him again? But would she tell the truth? She'd just take my $10, wouldn't she? That's right, Patty. You are correct. No debt, but you still need day-to-day money. But you know what's nice about having no debt? Is you get to enjoy more things day to day. Because there's no credit cards and no loans out there. I don't even have a bank account anymore. Cash checks at Kroger's for $2. There you go. Just saw Pelosi on the news. Yeah. Could be taped. I have no idea what she's up to. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's going to be sad. If all this does come out and it's all pointing at her too, and then she gets in trouble, that's going to be sad to see an 80-year-old woman sitting in federal prison. But then again, it's kind of like summer camp. Federal prison's like summer camp. It's not like where all the people that, where you got to go in there and start joining a side and getting people like you. It ain't that kind of shit. It's like Martha Stewart sheets and stuff. You know what I mean? Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Not a cot. Oh, yeah, they won't go to... Well, who knows? Treason is a big... They walk the plank? Do they still do that? What do they do for treason these days? I don't care, Tina B. She won't answer my question for $10. I think she is. When I heard that song, I like them together. I'm sorry. I do. I think they've learned a lot in the time they were apart, and I think they miss each other. I think what they had was real. It was just a battle of who's going to be the boss. But I liked it, man. That was some good content. She's not live. Been researching the Casper bed. Does anyone have one? The hell's a Casper bed? Is it like a ghost? It's invisible? The fact that Pelosi is so bent on getting Trump makes me think that he has stuff on her. That's why I said they're exposing themselves. That's why he's sitting back and watching the show. Yeah. Maybe they should all be exiled to China. That would be epic. Where they're not in control. I was afraid they'd kill each other. They were always fighting. Yeah, but it was like, it was passionate. You know what I'm saying? That was the cool thing. If they could figure each other out, and if they could figure each other out and be respectful and loving and mature, I think their love was intense. Oh, purple hybrid. Yeah, the Casper bed's one of those new hybrid beds. Oh, like the purple bed. Yorkie Mom has a purple bed. The hybrid. It's pretty nice. I don't want anything that swells when I lay on it. I got the bed in a box. I got the Sealy Copper Chill. Yeah, and it doesn't get hot. And I had to let it expand because it was shrink wrap. I mean, Steve, there's no chemistry with Doug. Come on now. That's like friend zone. Yeah, no, there was not passion. There was passion. That was the happiest I had seen her at first. But you got to remember, when people fight, you're not going to see all the good times. You might see more bad times because when you're upset, you go live and you want everybody to be on your side kind of shit, but you didn't get to see the whole thing. Because I'm sure it was 80% at least really good and loving. You know what I'm saying? When it was bad, it was bad. When it was good. That's passion. They're both fighting for their... They're both fighting for... well, you got to remember, when you get together and you leave somebody and they were both fresh out of relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like fresh. So there's a little bit of mistrust, and you know what I mean? If you could leave her for me and you could leave him for me, what makes you think that, what makes me feel secure enough that you wouldn't leave me for someone else? You know what I mean? There's that whole shit. But they've been kind of, you know, she's been on her own for a year. And I remember the night she cried, how much she missed him. It's a good show. Way better than Trisha Paytas, if you ask me. Stillin is the man. Thank you, Ken Dog. I like their relationship. Yeah, they had some shitty moments, but you don't hit a live. Or you do. See? It was epic. I mean, their passion was epic. But they were both trying to get control on, you know, their independence in a relationship. Ken Dog's in the house. Ken Dog and Stillin were tight. I hope he's coming back. Who cares what the people think? I'm going to tell you what, she'll probably get more VIPs. I'm going to tell you right now, if she brings him back and they get together, oh my God, I will totally be VIP. Because that's where she'll keep it all. But she's got to learn how to do the VIP where you don't use a link. Where you don't use a link. Oh, yeah, you could see the love in their eyes for each other. It was crazy passion. Kenda goes, I'm everywhere. That's awesome. I think they'll be fine. When you realize, sometimes you don't realize what you have till it's gone. It's truth, right? And I know he's always loved her. But he had to be a man. Like, she can't treat him like Doug, because Doug just bows down and okay. Steven ain't that man. That's why she's attracted to him. Because he's a bit of a badass. He ain't playing around. And I like that about him. But he's got that good side to him, too. Ken Dog's cool. I like Ken Dog. He's always been cool. So I hope it gets exciting. If Steven comes back, I'm going VIP. Shh. Quiet. Just because people beep their cars doesn't mean the world's coming to an end. Well, it might be this week. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I hope Katie goes live. I want to hear the Q&A. Come on, Katie. Fire up the live. Yeah, that's right. You don't know what you got till it's gone. How do I say this? I have experience, and Steven doesn't have the equipment. Hey, listen. It's all in how you use it. And it's all about love. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a kismet thing. It's a connection. When it gets old, he's going to be taking the blue pill anyway. Y'all can't be making sex about a relationship. That's just like icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge people by whatever. It's all in how they use it. Amen. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.